So one of the things that I like to remind people of, especially if it's an online or a small business, if you're doing a SaaS, a software as a service product, maybe you're doing your customer service through Zendesk or through Shopify or maybe Facebook, and it can be really overwhelming, and especially if you don't have a background in customer service. So I wanted to share a little bit about an experience that I had today and over the weekend, and just to kind of highlight some of the points that I'm talking about when it comes to customer service, and especially if, like I said, if you're solo or if you have a small team that you're working with, just ways that you can really guarantee that you can really connect with your customer, that you can actively listen to hear what it is that the customer has an issue or problem with, and being able to resolve that in a way that keeps that customer for life. So one of the things that I know, even with these automated systems, there still has to be somebody to answer them. And whether that's your text or your customer support is just your email, or again, like I said, Zendesk. But a lot of times it's really important to remember if you do not have a background in customer service. And I will say a little bit about myself. I have almost 30 years experience in customer service, in telecommunications, and that was all, from call centers to training and Q&A. So just all facets of customer service. So I know of which I speak. And one of the things that I see pop up over and over, especially with these small business owners, is just kind of that overwhelm when you get these people that are calling in. And one thing that I always caution people, and I try and help them remember, I think, and if you can keep that in mind, then you will always have a pleasant customer service. It won't always be a pleasant customer service interaction, but you can get to the end of a call or a interaction with a customer and feel that you there's a sense of satisfaction in resolving whatever that issue is, and on both parts, hopefully. I mean, on both sides, hopefully. So again, and one thing that this is the key thing here, and I'm going to say it right here, and I'm probably going to repeat it a couple of times. One of the things to remember when you're doing customer service, your customer never ever, I don't think ever in the 30 years of customer service that I've been doing this, no one has ever called me to see how my day was. Never. And that's one thing to remember. And it sounds funny unless you're actually in the situation. Because the thing is, people contact customer service or tech support because they have an issue or a problem that needs to be resolved. And so a lot of times what I see, that the first instinct a lot of times, and I get it, if you're a small company or you're a small team, there can be a sense of attack, or a sense of taking it personally. And here is the thing, it's very, very important in customer service, don't take it personal. That's the number one rule of customer service. Don't take it personal. The person that is contacting you, and even when, a lot of times I've heard in customer service and in training where people will say, well, if they're going to take that attitude, then I'm not going to help them. But the thing is, they're taking that attitude because they need the help. So I recently had an incident, like I said, this weekend, where I actually bought a product. And as I was going through, the funnel, I also bought an agency license upgrade as well. So this was done over the weekend. It was a launch weekend, so I'm sure the team was completely overwhelmed with everything that was going on. So in the process, I did not get the email that had the license keys in it. So emailed the contact information that was on there. Actually had gone through a affiliate network. I try and find like a lot of little products in there, and so you're not able to actually contact the affiliate network. You have to actually contact the vendor and their with their support information. So did that, didn't hear anything. Did a dispute with PayPal, hoping that would maybe like at least get them to say, oh, hey, something's going on. Let's contact this lady. And then so didn't hear anything. Someone attempted to contact me, I believe on Skype. I will say that it was about 2 days after that, and but didn't get it didn't actually go through. Like there was no response back. I kind of was like, hey, are you from the company? Like I'm trying to get my license keys. no response. So I tried over the weekend to actually use the personal use part of the product, since I hadn't gotten the agency license keys yet. And it said that I was I guess my IP was addressed. I didn't have internet access, is what it was saying. So it never occurred to me until today on Monday that the internet access was actually blocked. So I go back into my account. I look and it tells me that I have been blocked. That not only the personal use part of the product that I had bought, but also the license keys. But like I have no access to the thing. I can't get in at all. So sent them another email, and I'm still waiting to hear back. But so now it's a problem where they're not only like, so apparently with all the blocking and all that, they showed an unwillingness to actually do a refund or anything. And so I wasn't actually asking for a refund. Like I literally needed the license keys so that I could go ahead and do what I was trying to do. It's actually something that I wanted to offer to some of my consulting clients as kind of like an add-on. And so I was just excited about getting started with it. But it's one thing that I see a lot in customer service, whether it's frontline on the phones or even in a situation like this where it's a smaller business. And again, like I said, I get it, whether it's Shopify, Zendesk, something like that, you're handling all of this on your own. But there's a tendency to take the defensive when a customer reaches out to contact you. And again, we'll go back to that again. Customers do not contact you to see how your day is going. So if someone is contacting you, then it's because they're having some kind of issue, or maybe there's a problem or something they're trying to work out. So to take the defensive or to assume that they want their money back, or that like before you've actually talked to them, it can just kind of run you into a brick wall sometimes. And so in this particular instance, apparently they assumed that I wanted the refund. So, but based on the actions, they had decided to not only not give the refund, but to also block me from using the product that I had actually paid for. And so the thing is, and so like it's like, so what it boils down to is, so where you would have had a customer for life, because I actually was looking at some of the other products that they offered and was like, okay, yeah, I want to get this right here. And then at this point now I'm reconsidering, and like I had said when I reached out, like I am not their traditional audience, which I believe is like affiliate marketers. So I'm not that traditional market, but I did want to use this product so that I could, like I said, offer it as an add-on to my consulting clients. But I also thought that because I liked the product, I was looking at some of the other products, I was thinking that this would be a perfect opportunity to invite this person on to the podcast, and just to really even talk about what they're doing and how that can contribute an additional revenue stream to people who are doing online business, or who want to add an additional revenue stream to the small business that they're already doing. So I'm looking like long term here, and this vendor literally was looking at like sale. And now that I've gotten the sale, I'm moving on to the next thing. So I think that that can you can do a disservice not only to your business but also to your customers as well, because we know the old adage is you can have a great customer, you can please them, they'll tell 3 people. Somebody who is dissatisfied with your product will tell 25 people. So that's the thing, it's like just really staying conscious of that. And so we'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted on as far as like how it's actually resolved. But in a situation like that, how could you resolve that in a way that not only you but the customer also is able to walk away feeling satisfied on both sides? And so like I said, in this particular instance, even just reaching out and saying, hey, we apologize. It's launch week. Like, it's been crazy this week. We apologize. Hey, or we'll get somebody to get the license keys to you. That's fine. Like, I would have been happy to even wait a little bit, because like I said, I even waited before I sent the original email asking about the license keys. I waited for till like 2 days after I purchased the product, because I was aware of the fact that this is launch week. There's a lot of things going on, so many little moving parts. So I didn't want to, kind of throw that process off. But the reaction is the thing that can make the difference, because reaching out saying, hey, we apologize, let's see how we can rectify that, that's one thing. Another is to literally block that person, go on the defensive, and now make the customer the bad guy, Because like I said, then that goes back to where they would have, been really excited and continued to purchase, and maybe you could retain a customer for life. You now have a customer that no longer trusts what you say, and probably isn't, or probably wouldn't refer their friends or anyone else, because they wouldn't want anyone else to go through the experience that they went through. And so I talk about this a lot. I've done this, in call centers. We hear the party line a lot. Customer service, it's our bottom line. We hear this a lot across the board. And I think a lot of times companies forget that your customer is not only um, it's not only a department, but your customer is the lifeline of your business. And so that's the thing. It's like, and because I understand that, I, even in the way that I do mine, I'm really particular in even who I take on as clients, like consulting clients who I work with, because I understand that the customer can make or break your bottom line. And so I want to make sure that I am willing, or I'm able to work with this client in a way that I can provide them the utmost of the highest level of customer service, of client service, and that I can actually meet the goals, targets, and objectives that we set when we work together. So I am very particular about that. And if you are really focused on your customer service, then you understand that it cannot be just a department. Your customer service, if it is not a mindset, then it will make a difference. And especially in an online or a small business, if you're doing software as a service, because I hear a lot, like I said, we hear the party line all the time about how the customer, and I won't say, like we hear a lot, customer is always right. The customer is not always right, but there is always a right way to work with the customer so that you can resolve it in a way that they feel that you've helped them to the best of your ability. And so that's just something to keep in mind, and just something to think about. And so something to keep in mind. But that's just your number one set. It's just really keeping and not only developing, but keeping that growth mindset, and how you, with each interaction, can not only help your business grow, but you can also help your customers grow as well. So that was tip number one, and I hope you guys will tune in later. But I am Courtney, your friendly customer service consultant, and you have joined us today for the Affinity Relate, retaining your customers, keep basically creating digital BFFs and customers for life. So I'm Courtney, and you are awesome. So until next time, go be it. Peace. Thanks for tuning in.